I'm on my way to Birmingham for a meeting, but before we get into what that meeting is all about, let me just tell you all, you're getting your Birmingham accent wrong, all right? And there's probably a couple of reasons behind that, Peaky Blinders being a major one. Now, where I live is in the Black Country. It's not where I'm from, but it's where I live. And the Black Country accent is probably mostly what people get the Birmingham accent mixed up with. So do this real thick accent like this, you can't do it in the kitchen, you got to do it in the garden, I eat, they do stuff like that. But the reality is, that's not a Birmingham accent at all. That is a Black Country accent, and a thick Black Country accent. Now, most of the people in Peaky Blinders, bar the people who you can clearly tell are from the Midlands or are doing a very, very good Birmingham accent, most of them sound like bloody Ringo Starr in Thomas was a very good engine. They sound like Ringo Starr, they sound like a soft Liverpudlian accent. Hello, it's me, Ringo Starr from Birmingham. They sound like that. Whereas actually the Birmingham accent's just a bit lighter than Black Country, it's not as thick. So if you just tone it down a bit, then you'd be on the right track. Anyway, let's get on the tram. I'm walking weird because I crossed my leg for the whole tram journey and my leg's gone dead. So when you walk and you can't really feel your leg in it, you're doing one of these ones here, like I don't know what's going on. Anyway, look, let me talk to you about today's trip to Birmingham. Firstly, I'm just trying to get out a bit more, right? And just, not see the world, because I've seen Birmingham. I quite like it, it's all right. I don't know why I get such a bad rap. But I'm, trying to be a bit more active in terms of like community and seeing people, because I think one thing that's important for your head, for your mental health, to keep that all balanced, and it's not often talked about, is community. And in what I do, so much of my time is spent alone. So going out and meeting with people is something I used to do quite a lot, but something I haven't done a lot of recently. So I went into Birmingham today to talk to a guy. He's a friend of a friend, and he owns an amazing restaurant in Birmingham. So like a Chinese hot pot restaurant. And I said to you guys before, one of the things I want to do this year is, build up a commercial side to the Charm brand, I suppose, where I'm making video content for other people. But the thing that's really preventing me from kind of selling that to anyone is the fact that I don't have a portfolio of work other than, my gaming stuff, which is relevant to gaming, but not really relevant to anything else. There's some videos that I think will really showcase my editing skills and stuff, but a lot of it is just me chatting like this. So what I was trying to do is right, let me find some people who will let me film a video for them that doesn't cost them anything. It's really just for my portfolio, but hopefully they get something out of it too. Hopefully they get something usable. So I went to chat with him because I'm trying to treat this like if I had a commercial project, what would I do? And one of the things that I always tried to do in my previous job of marketing is really understand more about the business, how it started, what the kind of USPs are, that's unique selling points, all of that kind of stuff, all of the marketing jargon. So I went to have a chat with this guy, who's very kindly said to me, yeah, come and do a video, get a portfolio in, get a portfolio. I'm not charging him anything for it. I really hope he gets something out of it. I want it to really serve him. But the main point of it really is for me to, produce something that's not me. And it's just really inspiring to chat with a guy. This guy is not Chinese. He started a Chinese restaurant. There's no real restaurant experience. you know, a little bit of an entrepreneurial past in his younger years, but by and large, kind of started this with very limited experience, and he's been running it for the last 4 years or so, and it's just a great place. It's so spot on, and you'll see what I mean when I'll send the trailer out. When it's done, I'll share it with you guys, but it's just everything looks spot on. The decor in the restaurant, everything down to the cutlery just looks spot on. And he just saw this little gap in the market. Really what he saw was he wanted to be able to eat Chinese hot pot, but there was nowhere that catered to his kind of dietary restrictions, and so almost just created a thing that did cater for him. And it's amazing, he's done a great job. And it's just so inspiring to talk to someone who, you know, kind of went out on a limb. It's quite a risky business, restaurants, physical location, generally low margins, you know, based in a niche that was really to service him. And it's just worked. It's just worked really well. You know, right in the heart of Birmingham, competing with other restaurants doing similar things, but really winning out. And I think when you are trying to achieve something, you know, they say that you're kind of the average of the 5 people that you hang around with. And most of the time, I don't hang around with anyone. So I'm the average of just me, really. So getting better influences, getting better, you know, people who are succeeding, people who are pushing themselves out of their comfort zones, people who are achieving things unexpectedly or achieving things that, you know, they don't really fit the mold to achieve. It's just nice to see that. It's nice to hear those stories. Sorry, it might be a bit loud because I'm kind of on a road. But it's just inspiring to chat with someone who's wanted to do something, done it, invested in it, and it's worked out. And I love to see it. And it's just, you know, such a kind of chilled, laid back guy, really just doing me a favour here. And he has no reason to do it. He's not really gaining anything from it. There's no expectations on his side, but just, you know, just being a nice guy. And I love to see that. So I'll follow up with the video. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll be able to get something in, and I just got to organise the logistics. And I'm a little bit nervous about it because, you know, I've shot stuff for me before that I'm like, yeah, I really like that. But you know, when you kind of bringing other people into it, I want it to be really good. And this is where the confidence thing's in. I've just got to jump into it. I've just got to jump into it and do it and make it work, because otherwise I'll never get anything done, you know? If I don't put myself out there and do it, you've got to feel the fear and do it anyway. And the fear part of it is just fear of failure. That's the whole thing. Fear of failure. Well, what's the worst that can happen in this situation, right? Nobody's paid me any money. You know, nobody has any expectations of me. It's a thing really for me. I'm taking a bit of people's time. Worst case scenario is it fails and I am embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by the result. I'm embarrassed by what I've produced. But I've been a lot worse than embarrassed in my life. I'll tell you that for free. I have been ashamed. I have been devastated. I've been depressed. I've been lots of things, and embarrassed I can deal with. Feeling a little bit embarrassed about something not working out, me not producing, or you know, but I think I'll just make it work. The challenge with these things, right, And I've had this with previous edits as well, when I've been, you know, when I've shot something and I go to edit it. The challenge with it is, it's like anything where you start with a blank page. If you're writing a book, if you're doing a painting, if you're, you know, if you're whatever, writing a script, doesn't matter, whatever it is you're doing, if you're doing something creative and you're starting with a blank page, it's intimidating and it's difficult to look at, and you will try to look anywhere but at that blank page in order to move through your day. And then as soon as you take the leap and you go, let me just put something down, let me just mark the paper, let me just get that first pencil stroke, let me get the first word down, let me get the first paragraph down. Once you're through that, it all gets so much easier. I had the same thing when I was younger. When I was younger, I did a lot of martial arts. I kind of grew up in that world. From the time I could walk, I was hitting pads and wrestling people and all of that kind of stuff. So I was very comfortable in that space. But you know, I remember once I did, I think it was a grading or a competition in judo, and you're nervous. You are nervous up until the point that you're on the mat and you make first contact with your opponent. And after that, it's like your training kicks in and takes over. You're not nervous anymore. You are just reacting and you're in the moment. Same when I did stand-up comedy. And that's a real test, because there's no hiding there. You're nervous and you push through that and you're scared, and up until the point that you say the first words in the microphone. And it can feel like a lifetime when you're doing that. I've done gigs where I've performed really well and the audience has loved it, and I've done gigs where there's just been absolute crushing silence to everything I say. And if I can deal with that, I can deal with this. So we're going to do it. We're going to make our first, commercial video for someone other than me, and we're going to do the very best we can to make it fucking great quality and something that's really going to serve that restaurant, and hopefully do something for them, showcase them, because they are a great restaurant, and I really want to help them. He's helping me, but I really want to help them, and that's the way I'm approaching it. But my hands are absolutely freezing, because I don't know what's going on. Feels like Jack Frost has pissed all over my fingers. I'm cold, so I'm holding this camera. So I'm gonna get in my house and I'm gonna start thinking about what the structure of this little film for this restaurant's gonna be, and then we're gonna go and make it, and then it'll be a thing and it'll be done, and the next one will be easier. Appreciate you guys watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and don't forget the tips I gave you on your Birmingham accent. Make sure you get that right, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.